So this is your secret hideout. Once I get free, you won't stand a chance. You all had better sleep with one eye open.
Look how worried I am.
Welcome back!
Oh my goodness, this voice.
That's Kamoana.
She's the same age as Diana. Did the Abbey really turn someone so young into a Therian?
Stupid kid, look where you're running. Oh my goodness, this voice. Throw her into the ocean.
Eleanor!
Medissa, please, would you be able to talk to her?
Is this a trick?
Kamoana may be a Therian, but deep down, she's still a normal little girl who misses her mother. I can't do anything to console her, no matter what I try. But if it were you...
You okay? You can call me Medissa, all right? Do I scare you, honey?
A little, but not as much as Velvet and Dial. But don't you think I'm scary? I had a bad dream earlier. My mommy said I looked scary and that she didn't want me anymore.
She would never. Your mother would never think that about her daughter.
But how do you know?
Because I'm a mother too. Mothers always love their children, no matter what. No matter if we die. No matter how the world changes. There's nobody who loves you more in the world than...
It's okay. You don't have to cry. I hope Kamoana and Medissa won't have to feel so lonely anymore.
Yeah, trying to stop the waterworks gets old fast.
Listen, if it's not too personal, was your mother,
She's dead. I lost her when I was even younger than you.
Oh. I'm sorry to hear that.
It's fine. It just means we've got things in common. So no feeling sad and alone, okay?
Oh no, I'm fine. I don't feel lonely or anything, I swear.
What's gotten into you? You're so strange sometimes.
No, I'm not.
Eleanor, I'll have you watch over Kamoana and Medissa. Yes, of course. I'd be honored. Thank you. Are exorcists supposed to be so polite to a grand poobah of calamity or whatever? Sure, why not? Besides, the Demon Lord ought to not trouble herself over such trivialities.
Velvet, Grimoire's calling for you. She says to bring Laphicet and meet her at the observation tower.
Got it.
We better get going then.
The Grand Poobah of Malevolence has arrived. Is it alright if I stay here and live with you for a while? Oh, sure. You can live here for longer than a while if you want. Thank you, Kamoana. Got her. Easy. All we needed was an orphan girl crying and this mother who recently lost her child. Got her hook, line, and sinker. Maybe we are the bad guys. Alright, Grimoire, where you at?
Hey, do you all have mothers?
Where'd that question come from?
Well, After hearing that Velvet, Kamoana, and Eleanor all lost their parents, I just got curious.
My mother was a strict, frightening woman, but she died a long time ago.
I see.
I have no parents either. But the wicked witch who took me in said I was born from a peach that floated down the river.
Coming from you, I'd almost believe that.
And you, Aizen?
We Malakim are formed from untainted mana. Sometimes humans are reborn as Malakim, but they retain no memory of their previous lives. In other words, we don't have blood relations like humans do.
I see. By the time I was aware of anything around me, I was already tethered and being called number 2. I suppose having no mother means I don't have any memories before that. I told Medusa that losing a mother is painful, but I can't know how painful it is.
Go easy on him, Aizen. He's just a kid.
I'm just telling it like it is. But listen to me, Laphicet. You can share deep connections with other people, even if you don't have a biological family. Malakim, too, can form precious bonds, true friendships, even family.
That's right. Your words wouldn't have stopped Medusa if they weren't true in your heart.
You really think so?
I'm sure of it.
It's far better than being a witch born from a peach.
Nonsense! There's no nobler way to be born! I have an everlasting friendship with a dog, a monkey, a pheasant, and Bienfu.
I hope he's right.
I think the witch born from a peach and then like the pheasant dog thing is some kind of Japanese fable, isn't it? I've seen it used in other games before, but I don't remember the specifics of it. I just picked up Tales of Symphonia Remastered. Would you recommend that as an entry to the series? Symphonia Remastered is a fine way to get into the series, yeah. Symphonia is one of the most famous Tales of games, so. I'm not sure it's like the absolute best option as an entry, but it's definitely a good one. Honestly, I feel like Berseria Remastered might be the best entry at this point. Because Arise does quite a few things differently from your average Tales of game. So it might, like, Berseria might be the most Tales of game to, like, start with that's, like, modern and updated to use. It would definitely be one of my go-tos, would be Berseria Remastered, but I still think Arise is a good entry, Symphonia is a good entry, Zillia Remastered would be a pretty good entry at this point, so would Grace's F Remastered. Any of those, I think, would be good entry points, personally. A man's body and soul may vanish, but he lives on through his craft. It's one of the wonders of life, even for me. Good for you. To be fair, any Tales of that isn't numbered to 2 and Arise are a good starter. I think that you can start with Tales of Arise. If you start with Arise and then go back to the older Tales of games, you'll be like, oh, this is a little different than Arise. But I still think Arise is a fine starting point. This is not where I thought it was. This isn't where I was supposed to go. I would say some Tales of games are bad starters, though, namely the 2D ones. I wouldn't recommend anyone start with the 2D Tales of. And there's not really a great, like, modern, like a, remaster or anything for, like, Abyss. I think Abyss would be a good starting point, too, but the only way to, like, play Abyss without emulating it is to play it on the PlayStation 2 or the 3DS, so probably not, like, the best starter to be like, hey, go emulate this one. I'd probably tell someone to get, like, one of the remasters or something first. Even Destiny or Eternia? I haven't played Eternia, and I don't like Destiny, so. I don't like any, I've played 2 of the 2D ones, Fantasia and Destiny, and I did not like either of them, so. I definitely wouldn't recommend Fantasia or Destiny as a first Tales of game. They don't make them in 2D anymore anyway. If you want to get into the franchise, you should play one of the 3D ones. And then you can play the 2D ones later if you want to give them a try, which is what I've been doing. That's why I played Destiny and Fantasia.
Scout ship
Setting sail.
You said that Malakim can have familial ties, but what makes you and your sister siblings if you're not related by blood?
Well, a very long time ago, I was born into this world from an Earth Pulse point up on a sacred mountain. I remained in that place for a long while, and then one day, she was born from the very same Earth Pulse point. Before we knew it, we had wound up living together under the same roof.
Are two Malakim always siblings if they come from the same Earth Pulse point?
No. Other Malakim were born there, but I never felt like they were my family. But something, I don't know what, was different with her. If she was sad, I'd feel sad. And if I was happy, she'd be happy too. She can be abrasive, but when she smiles, it's like nothing else. I swore to myself that whatever happened, I would protect her. I made a pendant from a stone on that sacred mountain, and gave it to her as a lucky charm. Of course, she just wears it as a necklace.
And your pendant? Did she give that to you?
She had the same idea I had. She made the pendant herself and gave it to me as a good luck charm. Without either of us having mentioned a word of it beforehand, we each gave each other pendants in the same shape on the very same day. That's when I really knew that what I had felt all along was true. We were brother and sister.
Is that her in the picture?
Yeah. It's a self-portrait she drew for me on the day I left home.
Did you draw her a picture of yourself?
No. I don't exactly have an artistic side.
Well, I'm sure that if you looked inside her pendant, you'd find a portrait of the person who matters most to her.
I hope so.
Yeah, and it would be nice if it was you.
That was messed up, Magilou. That's maybe the funniest thing Magilou has said in this entire game. Did you try Base Fantasia or the Fantasia Cross Edition that came out a few months ago? I played Base Fantasia, like, before that Cross Edition came out, like, 2 years ago, something like that. I played the, well, no, it wasn't, like, the very original version of Fantasia, because they redid some, like, PS1 remaster release of it or something? I didn't play Cross Edition. I don't remember exactly what version of Fantasia I played, but I did not play the Cross Edition thing that fans made. What's up, Grimoire?
Ah, there you two are.
Hi, teacher. Have you made progress deciphering the book?
I have indeed. It turns out there was a second counting song. I've already transcribed it. Would you read it aloud for us, child?
Okay. When the 8 malevolences overflow, in the culmination of mankind's despair, Innominat will bring an end to all peoples and restore them to time immemorial. 4 Empyreans shall wield a wrathful sword and cleave the great devourer, 2 asunder to sleep beneath the earth, as scarlet moonlight illuminates the evil. The nameless Empyrean hath one heart. The nameless Empyrean hath one body.
Oh, yet more delightful material to keep us awake at night.
If I'm understanding this right, it's discussing the specific nature of Innominat? That's what I believe, yes. When the 8 malevolences overflow in the culmination of mankind's despair, Innominat will bring an end to all peoples.
So, when the world is at peak malevolence, Innominat will use that power to bring an end to all. Is that it?
He's going to wipe out all of humanity?
Is that what the Abbey is after? Is that why they've been trying to bring back Innominat?
No, Artorias is not that kind of man. His 2 primary ideals are the many over one, and the restoration of order through will and reason. He sacrificed Laufey to protect this world, not to eradicate it.
You mean that's who he is as far as you know, yeah? People change, Velvet. Perhaps the shepherd gave up hope. Maybe he lost faith in mankind. Fools prone to sin, endlessly generating malevolence.
He's not like that. If that's all true, then what point was there in Laufey's death?
Is there anything else in that book?
Yes and no. This copy itself is incomplete. There ought to be further pages, but they're missing. For now, I've done all I can.
There must be an original somewhere, right?
Without it, I doubt the Abbey would be plotting Innominat's revival. We can be sure they have complete understanding of their Empyrean's nature.
But this was the only copy in the royal villa. If the original is out there, who knows where it could be?
It's getting pretty late. Why don't we call it a day?
Yeah, let's get some rest.
Oh, that Inominat, trying to end all peoples again.
Hey, Laviset! Medessa let me sleep in her bed last night.
Weird flex, but okay.
She's warm for a snake lady.
That's great.
She's gonna help me take a bath now. You should come join us too.
What? I couldn't.
It's okay. I don't mind at all.
Hey, Kamoana. Did you know? Dial started to grow a brand new tail.
Wow, really? I want to see.
He's up at the observation tower.
Let's go see. Medessa, you too.
All right. But don't run, or you'll trip.
Thanks, Eleanor. I appreciate it.
Having some girl trouble, my little Malik?
I'm just glad Kamoana and Medissa are starting to feel better.
Yeah, they both still have a long way to go, but it's such a relief to see them smiling.
We've got bigger things to worry about. Hurry up and locate the next Earth Pulse point.
Right. Okay.
Must you always be so blunt, Velvet?
I must, in fact. We're up against the Abbey here, and sooner or later they'll find this place.
That's true, but still.
Do we go find another hideout?
No, we'll keep on the offensive. We'll capture the remaining Therians before the Abbey finds us.
As a swordsman, I can respect that mindset.
I'm not so sure we could hold this place anyway.
We've got no obligation to.
I found another Earth Pulse point. It's in the eastern part of Eastgand, I think.
But that's... All right. We're headed for Eastgand.
Then our first stop should be Port Taliesin.
Bienfu, what are you doing with that bird? You leave that bird alone right now.
When mankind's despair reaches its pinnacle, Inominat shall reach out and bring an end to all.
So that song bothers you too?
No matter how many times I read it, I don't see any good in it.
Understanding that ancient tongue is difficult, right? Perhaps there's another interpretation? Maybe the end to all actually means an end to all human suffering, for example.
That is a possibility. But we're far too lacking in material to know anything for sure.
We need the other half of that book, or some other text on Inominat.
We don't have the time to search for it. Wouldn't even know where to start looking.
And don't forget that that book is just a copy. Whoever transcribed it might have made an error, too.
That's an unexpectedly sharp insight coming from you.
I'm an expert at errors. When Miss Magilu made me copy magic tomes for her, I did it pretty half-heartedly.
Didn't that cause a lot of problems?
Well, when she tried to cast a spell from one of the tomes, the spell exploded in her face. It's really her own fault, though. She told me to copy 100 books in 3 days! That's impossible!
Oh, how cruel!
Cruel is right! That witch is a real devil, I tell you! A slave driver!
Bienfu, let's go somewhere a little more private, shall we?
Miss Magilu!
Hush now. There's no need to worry. I'll make it a half-hearted punishment.
Bien! Chaos, do you agree with what Artorias wants to accomplish? No, absolutely not. You may as well have asked, hey, Chaos, are you stupid? No. No, Artorias is an idiot. He's a buffoon. He's an absolute dummy. Well, I can see where he's coming from, realistically speaking. But also, he's, like, dumb. His solution to what is wrong with his world is... You may as well just kill everyone. Like, his solution is pretty much, in my eyes, equivalent to just murdering everyone in the world.